The Ducks have hit the quarter pole. It's hard to believe. Like, it just seems like a few days ago we were in Bobbers talking about the season upcoming, and already we're a quarter of the way through it. So I'm going to get the head guy to give a few grades. Uh, Obviously, it's not where the team wants to be right now, but just in general, coach, I guess just overall effort and stuff like that. Where would you put the team?
Uh, it's kind of hard to judge right now because they are a little bit up and down.
Right.
Some rookies finding their way and stuff. But there's been some really good points where you can give A's to everyone. Like for example, Friday night against the Moose.
Yeah.
And then the next night might have been more of a C.
Okay.
So that's where it's kind of been going up and down with that on the A's to C's range.
Okay. Um, is there a positive that you can see improvement, you can see things getting better, maybe a little bit more consistent?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. There's like, for example, guys like Gabe Kruger who have consistently just kept getting higher and higher, or like Bryce Brutel.
Uh-huh.
A lot of guys are consistently putting in the work and they're improving a lot, and you can see it. It's also hard for a lot of people to be consistent when we've had a slew of injuries over the past couple weeks, so
Yeah.
that kind of tampers some of the grading there.
Yeah, I think the good news on the injury front is it's going to happen every season, but the good news, knock on wood, so far seems to be that it's nobody's out for more than just being nicked up. It seems we've had a couple concussions, which aren't great, but nobody's out for the year or for months or anything like that. So I guess that's kind of good.
Yeah, and it's better to get them out of the way early instead of in playoffs.
Good point. Yeah. Um, and then I guess just if you want to maybe go offense, defense, um, is one better than the other right now, or are they both kind of work in progress? I guess.
I'd say they're both a work in progress, but both sides have their good points on any given night. Like for example, on Friday night, Jack being on the defensive side getting 3 goals. I mean, D kind of led the rush on that night.
Yeah.
And then
sure.
other nights where forwards are putting up a lot of points, they're helping out the D on the D side of the puck then. So I think both are work in progress, but both are trending up for right now.
Okay, so there's definitely a chance for everybody to pull their grades up before the end of the semester, I guess, and it starts this week. It's been an exceptionally busy month, and it's an exceptionally busy week to wrap it up. But almost, I don't know if I'd say must wins, but we definitely need to come home with some points this week, I would think.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the monkey off the back and get back on winning, which don't see why we couldn't this week.
Right.
But I mean, it's a showcase. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what team's going to start stepping up because there's scouts in the stand. So it'll be interesting. It should be a fun week.
Okay. One thing they talk about a lot, on different teams is chemistry. And, you always hope that guys will start to get used to each other. Some stuff you see in the first maybe 10 games of a season, you kind of just shrug it off because you're like, well, they just don't know each other yet. Are you starting to see guys get more familiar with each other, like in their lines on the ice and just in general?
Yeah, there is some people. Like the ones that popped right in my head right away was Ash and Damien. Those two really know how to work well together, and that's hopefully more and more people can read off of that. And if they do it, that could be a dominant line with whoever's with them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I thought Ashot and Damien were both very noticeable on the weekend. Sometimes you watch a game and you don't remember what a guy did, but I thought those two both, especially Friday, looked exceptional.
Yeah, they definitely move the puck well together.
All right, so it's going to be a short practice week, just tonight and tomorrow before you. I think you're heading off tomorrow night to Blaine for an interesting setup. There's no weekend games. It's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a quick dash home. So the good news for everybody is they might have a great weekend. I'm sure it depends on how their performance is up in Blaine, but it could be a good week.
Hopefully it is.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Jimmy.